Hello, everyone. My name is Doria Hansen. If you don't know me, and I'm here with you today, wanting to discuss a very dear to me subject relaxing into your body. I have been a facilitator of access consciousness for around 10 years now. And in the last 3 years, I dedicated to discovering and exploring the topic of bodies. My journey to my body has not been quite as interesting as most people's are. But what I found out throughout my journey that our bodies actually will take care of us if we listen to them. And to listen to our body requires to relax into our bodies. And something interesting that happened to me, I would say many, many years ago when my daughter was born, I hated the word relax. Everybody was telling me, Daria, you've got to relax. Daria, you have to relax. Daria, relax your body. Daria, relax your eyebrows. Daria, relax your whatever. And I hated that. I hated the word relax. I had no idea what relaxation was actually about. And I had lots of points of view and decisions attached to what relaxation means. Do nothing, be lazy, don't control, don't look at me, don't judge what I do, which is all true, to be honest. Relaxing is about not being that one that controls every single detail, but actually being that one who receives and perceives. And from receiving and perceiving, there is a lot more possible than from the control of every single detail and not trusting the universe as well as not trusting your body. So, most of my life I spent not relaxing in my body or into my body. And in the last 3 years, I've been playing with that. That's probably the best word I could use, playing with that. Because honestly, I still would not say that I'm an expert in relaxing into my body. And yet, I'm way further away into relaxing into my body than I've ever been. So, what's interesting about that when we say let's relax into our body, when I invite you to relax into your body, our brain starts computing what that means. What does it look like? How this is going to be? What is she talking about? What's the right way to relax in our body? And why would I need to do that? Well, let me entertain your brain, your mind for a second. Yes, there are benefits to relaxing our body. First of all, we stop computing as much. And our mind doesn't like that actually. Our mind tries to control everything, every single word we say, every single step we make. It tries to control every single second or nanosecond of our life in hopes and living the illusion that if we do that, then our life will turn out great, our body will be perfect, our relationship will be ideal, our monetary situation will be just outside of what we dreamt of. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't actually work like that. We receive all of those things: relationship, money, possibilities, new adventures, new choices, new doors will open up when we relax and receive. When we 24/7 try to compute every single thought, every single step we make, we actually are way more tired and only allow those possibilities that actually match our judgments, match our decisions on what is okay and what is not okay, how things are done and how things are not done, to show up. So when we get out of our mind and move into our body and relax in our body, we create this space that our mind will try to fill again with something. But if we stop for a second and relax more into our body, which everybody can do in different ways, somebody breathes, somebody just touches their body, somebody and um, goes inward with their body and start talking to their organs. People actually find numerous ways of settling in the body, and you can find your own. For me, for example, it's access bars, the body process that allows me to release, let go, relax, forget about everything that's going on for an hour or two or three, and just be and receive. And as well as the body processes too. When somebody touches my body and activates access body process energies in my body, there is no thought in my head. I get in my body, relax into my body, and be with my body. But hey, everybody does it different. Sometimes walks would do that for me. Sometimes reading a book would do that for me. Sometimes it's listening to the relaxing music or music that makes me joyous and alive will do that to me too. Um, Ways are incredibly infinite, and what way we choose today is really depends on what we like to choose, nothing else. There is no right or wrong way. So when we relax in our body and stop that 24/7 computation machine, we open up this space that universe can fill with possibilities, that universe can fill with abundance, that universe can fill with gifts. And it can come through people, through elements of nature. It can come from anything that actually surrounds you. And your job is just receive, receive, and receive, and more time, receive. So our bodies will take care of us if we listen to it. Or our bodies have their own consciousness that if we listen to them, we would actually have get an access to what is actually that which we know. What is that we know, that we pretended to not know, that we never even dreamt of knowing, but we know from the inside of us. And our body can lead the way and show us that if we trust it. And to do that, first, again, I repeat myself, we have to relax. So let me do a little exercise with you. Close your eyes and touch the outside of you, not your body, not the shoulders, not the ears, not the tippy toes. Touch the outside edges of you. Where are you? Are you only in your body, or are you actually all around you, your body? I mean, you feel the space of the room, the house. Like with the closed eyes, look how far you can go trying to reach the edges of you. It might be as far as the planet, as the galaxy, the universe itself, and further, further, and further. How far actually are you? And what if what you have here as an, a result of your embodiment, your life, your body, your relationship, your money, your career and everything else is actually just the result of who you be and what you choose to create. So if you were to recognize that and basically recognize that your body may be a tool and a key to possibilities that you can open up doors to by entering communion with your body, relaxing into your body, receiving from your body, perceiving what your body is trying to communicate to you, and choosing based on that receiving, perceiving, being, and knowing. So when I heard this whole idea for the first time, I thought, that is impossible. There is nothing that my body knows. What it's just flesh, and it aches sometimes, it's in pain sometimes, it gets sniffles sometimes. Some people go through, I myself went through diseases. Uh, no, that's not what my body is. But in the last 3 years, I really realized how magical our bodies are and how much they actually know. And so many times, my body stopped me from making choices that were going to destroy me, making choices that I was not aware of that were working against me, making choices that were going to destroy it that I was not aware of, whether it was from eating something, drinking something, or entering some relationship or business relationship, or going to places. It would literally prevent me from making those steps that are going to decay our future and our life. And how did they do it? By intensifying the energy. So I would get a little cramp, or something tightening in my chest, or I would have a headache, or it would have a certain reaction in the body, on the skin, or somewhere when those things were approaching, or I was about to make that one choice once and forever. So when I started perceiving that and actually receiving that it wasn't my body working against me, it was actually my body trying really, really hard to get me an access to the information it had that I was not aware of. That's when I relaxed into it and I said, okay, body, will you please show me what actually you know that I pretend not to know, avoid to know, and negate to know. So that was such a beautiful start to my relationship with my body. And up till now, I still communicate with my body by choosing the flights I get on, by going to the cities, by choosing to create classes in different parts of the world, by communicating with people one day, not maybe communicating another day, by setting events and dates and times. I ad- Basically, my body advises me on what actually will work out for us. Because without my body, really, would I have an access to any of it, to the airplanes, to the trains, to the champagne, to the oysters, to to Paris, to London, to Calgary, to Edmonton? Would I have access to sex, to relationship? No. And body is interested in getting the most out of life and not being limited. It actually is willing to show to us what is beyond what our imagination and our mind can tell us is possible and is normal and what we should settle for. So, hmm, what if we stop trying to pretend that we are body and recognize that body is part of us? What if we stop pretending that we are solid and we're just the sum total of our life? What if we are way beyond that? What if we're energy, space, and consciousness and space between the molecules of our body? What if we are the power and the potency that holds those molecules together? And what if we are the power and potency that allows for our body to be malleable and change and transform? Only 2 years ago, I was in a position where I had a terminal disease and nobody knew whether I was going to make it or not. I wasn't making a big deal out of it. I literally asked my body, can we change this? Is this a point of time at which we still can change this? And by relaxing into my body and not having any judgments of what the answer should be, not judging my body for putting through me through this horrible thing, and actually acknowledging that I somehow created that over a period of time. My choices created that, and I'm willing to be responsible for those choices and change them if I can at this point. And if that's not gonna take way too long, I wasn't willing to suffer. And by relaxing into my body and acknowledging that, and acknowledging the choice that I have to go or stay, acknowledging the choice that my body had to keep living or die, I allowed both of us to relax. And not having to force the change allowed for things to show up in the most magical ways, which allowed for a very quick recovery and change over only 6 months. So, what if everything that's happening in your body and with your body is not actually to torture you, to make you suffer, to make your life difficult? What if all those things that happen in your body with your body are actually a very loud ways for your body to get an attention from you and uh, basically begging you to relax into it and trust it and work with it and create a future that is going to be sustainable for you and your body. So, what if today you would ask yourself, what can I do? What one thing can I do to relax into my body and just ask it one question? What do your body do you, my body, require and desire of me? What would you like me to hear that I have been rejecting, refusing, and negating? What have you been trying to give me as information that I've been avoiding? So play with that. Maybe there will be no answer. Maybe there will be no effect. Imagine if you didn't speak to your best friend for 20, 30 years. Moreover, you didn't only not speak to them, you also blamed everything that's going on in your life on them. You kept saying and you kept um, being angry and being upset at them for your life not working out the way you would like. But you don't actually talk to them, you just blame everything on them. So one day you wake up and you go, oh, I'm ready to talk to you. And actually, I want to know what you know. Um, would your friend open their arms, his or her arms, and say, yes, I'm ready to share with you the information I have. Finally, you heard me. I doubt that. Most likely your friend will go, you sure you want to know? Well, let me sit here for a while and get used to the whole idea that you actually want to talk to me and get used to the idea that you kind of say you stop judging me. Let me just be here for a while. Be with this whole new world of you. And Or maybe they would not even communicate at all with you and go, hey, get out of my world. I just have to stand you until we die. You're just part of this world, then I would just have to see your face. Well, body's kind of the same, basically. How would you like, well, how do you expect of it? How can you expect of it to right away go to you with open arms and say energetically, yes, here, listen to me. I have this and this and this and this. No, it would also be a little suspicious mostly, and allow for that time and space to be there for you and your body to actually start getting closer. And more, the more times you will be doing this, relaxing into your body, even one thing a day, whatever that takes, whatever it looks like you, it looks for you like. um, and in this relaxation, if you ask those questions, body, what do you require of me? What do you desire of me? Body, what do you know that you've been trying to show to me and I've been avoiding that, negating that, avoiding that? Show me that, please. And I'm willing to wait. What does it take for us to start being with each other and communicating with each other and receiving from each other and perceiving each other in the ways that we've never ever been able before? Play with it, see what shows up, give yourself a few days, and then I believe tomorrow I will have another Facebook Live with my dear friend Chelsea Dalzell, and we will talk more on the subject of what does your body require and desire of you. So I hope this will be a very interesting journey for you in discovering and playing and exploring your body. Thank you very much for your time and your space.